Hello Seahawks, today you're going to be taking notes on 1-3 subtracting integers. Here is your notes paper that you have in front of you, and this is where you're going to be taking all of your notes. The first thing you need to know about subtracting integers is that you don't subtract, you actually follow the rules of addition. There are two ways that you could do this, and depending on the type of problem, you'll have to decide what you need to do. The first thing you could do is look at the problem and just follow the addition rules, and I'm going to show you that first. The second way is what I called keep, change, change. So let's give that a try. Okay, the first problem you have is 3 minus 4. So you can look at this as, I'm going to just make that a little bit bigger for you. Okay? You can look at this as 3, and 3 you could think of as a positive 3, and this 4 you could think of as a negative 4. That subtraction sign, you could think of it as a negative, or you could think of it as a subtraction sign. So I'm going to think of it as a negative 4. So if you have a positive and a negative, you have different signs. Different signs subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. And which number is bigger, 3 or 4? 4 is bigger. 4 is negative, so my answer is negative 1. Okay? It's as easy as that. Simply follow your addition rules. Number 2, you have negative 12. That would be a negative. And minus 4 or negative 4. It doesn't matter how you think of it. It's a negative 4. Okay, so I have two negatives. So two negatives would be the same sign. Same signs, add. 12 plus 4 is 16. And what number is bigger, 12 or 4? 12 is bigger, 12 is negative, so my answer is negative 16. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. Number 3, we have negative 6 minus 4. So we have a negative 6 and a negative 4. Do we have same signs or different? They're both negative, so they're both the same. Same signs add. 6 plus 4 is 10. And which number is bigger, 6 or 4? 6 is bigger. 6 is negative, so my answer is negative 10. Okay, number 4, we have negative 14 and a negative 8. Do we have same signs or different? We have same signs, so same signs add. 14 plus 8 is 22. And which number is bigger, 14 or 8? 14 is the bigger number. So my answer is negative 22. Okay, now let's take a look at the next option. Okay, your next option, when you have double signs, and if you look at these examples, 5, 6, 7, and 8, they all have what's called double signs. Do you see how you have the minus the negative, minus the negative, minus the negative? Those are called double signs, okay? Whenever you have double signs, you have to choose this option, which is called keep, change, change. That's what I call it. Okay, let's make this a little bigger. Oopsie. And having some technical difficulty. Okay, and we're going to do what I call keep, change, change. We're going to keep our 12. So we're going to keep, change, change, we call it. Okay, we're going to keep our 12, we're going to change our subtraction to addition, and change our negative 4 to a positive 4. Keep the first number, change, change. Keep the 12, change the subtraction to addition, change the negative 4 to a positive 4. So now we could look at this problem as we have 12, positive 12, and a positive 4. That would be same signs add. 12 plus 4 is 16, and it would be a positive 16 because 12 is the larger number. Looking at number 16, we're going to keep our 16. We're going to change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 7 to a positive 7. So keep our 16, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 7 to a positive 7. And then you're just going to add 16 plus 7 is 23. And would that be positive or negative? It would be positive because 16 is the larger number and 16 is positive. Okay, number 7, we have our double signs there, so we're going to keep our negative 6, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 3 to the opposite. keep our negative 6, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 3 to a positive 3. Now we have a negative and a positive, so we have different signs subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3, and which number is bigger, 6 or 3? 6 is bigger, 6 is negative, so our answer is negative 3. Number 8, we're going to keep our negative 3, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 14 to the opposite. So we have negative 3, we're going to keep, change subtraction to addition, change our negative 14 to a positive 14. We have a negative and a positive, different signs subtract. 14 minus 3 is 11. 14 is my bigger number, so my answer is positive. Now I'm just going to show you how you could use this method on examples numbers 1 through 4, but it's just an extra step, so it's not necessary. Let me show you that. Okay, just real quick, I could still do keep, change here. You're keeping your 3, you're changing your subtraction to addition, and now you're thinking of this as a positive 4 instead of the negative 4, and you're changing that. So your problem would look like this, 3 plus negative 4, okay? Now if we look back in the previous slides to this, let's just go back to number 1 when we did that. Nope, that's not it. It's got to be here. I can't seem to find it. Okay. Sorry, can't find it. Oh, let me just show you again. Okay, if we look at 3 minus 4, I'm just going to rewrite it here. We thought of this as a positive, this is a negative. Well, look here, it's a positive and it's a negative. Same thing, we have different signs subtract. You get 1, and it would be a negative. Same thing here. So it was the same thing, it's just like you're showing an extra step. You could just think of that subtraction as a negative, and it's just as easy. Okay, now the next few, you have more than 2 integers. So this one's a little bit harder. You only have to keep change when you have the double signs. That's the best way to do it. So looking at number 9, you have double signs right here. So that's where you have to keep change. So the 5 minus 11 is fine. We're going to keep our 11, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 6 to the opposite. Change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 6 to the opposite. Now, this problem, we could look at that. We have a positive and a positive. 5 plus 6, that's 11, minus 11, which is 0. Looking at number 10, you only have to change your double signs. We only have to change there. So we have keep our 6, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 6 to a positive 6. The last part you can just leave the way it is. So keep my 6, change my subtraction to addition, change my negative 6 to a positive 6, and then I have minus 4. So I'm going to add up my positives. I have 12 minus 4, which is 8. Simple subtraction problem. Okay, number 11. Here is the only place we have a double sign. So we're going to keep change, and the rest could just stay. Keeping my 5, changing my subtraction to addition, changing my 2 to the opposite, and minus 3. 5 plus 2 is 7. Minus 3, simple subtraction problem, is 4. Okay, number 12, we have our double negative here, so we're going to do a keep change there. Keep change. Keeping our 8, changing our subtraction to addition, changing our negative 5 to a positive 5, and then the rest is fine, so we could just bring it down. And that's just a simple addition straight across. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 2 is 15, all positive numbers. Number 13, we have our double negative here. That's where we have to do keep change. So our 8 minus 11 could stay, keeping our 11, changing subtraction to addition, changing negative 4 to the positive 4. Changing subtraction to addition, changing the negative 4 to a positive 4. So let's bring down 8 plus 4 is 12 minus 11. 12 minus 11, simple subtraction, is 1. And the last problem we have, okay, here we have double negatives twice. So here we have to keep, change, change, keep, change, change, or change, change. So let's look at that. We're going to keep our negative 12, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 8 to a positive 8, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 4 to the opposite. So we have keep our negative 12, change subtraction to addition, change our negative 8 to a positive 8, change our subtraction to addition, change our negative 4 to a positive 4. Okay? And let's look at this. We have 8 plus 4, so we have a negative 12 plus 12. Those are additive inverse, so we have 0 as an answer there. Now, I just want you to look at something here real quick. Okay, that's the end of your notes on subtracting integers. But I just want you to understand something. Hold on, I just want to show you this. Okay, basically what happened, have you ever heard of the saying, two negatives make a positive? Okay, looking here, you have two negatives, okay? Two negatives just turn into a positive. You may have learned that you cross those two. Some people have taught like this turns into a plus. I don't really like to mark up my problem. I like to rewrite it. Okay, but that just turns into, I should do it this way, a plus and a plus, okay? The two negatives cross each other and make a positive, okay? That's just different ways of looking at it, maybe other ways that you've learned or heard of. Okay, so those are your notes on subtracting integers. Tomorrow in class, or Friday in class, or whenever we talk about this in class, we'll discuss this a little bit more. Okay? Have a great night. Thanks.